Okay, now it's time to unboxing Miss Betta. Hello Betta Lovers, and what's up everybody, and welcome to my video. Today is special day for me because today we would like to unboxing and talking about wild bettas, especially Betta Imbellis. And the little thing that we know about Betta Imbellis is this fish have a very strong physique and breed character. And usually this fish farmed in Thailand, Indonesia and Malaysia. And now it's time to unboxing, but before we start to unboxing, we must prepare filter water. And by the way, the most important thing when we analyze the parameter of water for betta is temperature, ammonia, and pH. And if you're curious about this topic, check this out. Good water temperature for betta fish is around 23 degrees to 27 degrees Celsius. And ideally, ammonia content in water is 0 ppm. And the last thing that is quite important is the pH of water. Ammonia and pH are the reason why we must routine to change water. Ammonia can come from fish dropping and leftovers. If the ammonia level is too high, then your fish will be poisoned. Your fish won't be comfortable in a tank, and don't forget, when the ammonia content in the betta fish tank is high, then the growth of betta fish will be very slow. Therefore, we must routine replace the water or do a water siphon. And you need to know that the most exciting thing about the betta fish hobby is when you replace water or change water. And second, we need to prepare catappa leaves. Needless to say, catappa leaves are very good for betta fish tank. Catappa leaves can change the condition and color of the water to be light in the betta fish habitat. Besides that, extract of catappa leaves have several benefits, namely effectiveness against some bacteria, specifically Plasmodium, and some parasites as well. But this applies temporarily. Okay, now it's time to unboxing Miss Betta. Now we start to unboxing Betta Imbellis. Now we open the plastic slowly but sure. After the betta fish enter the tank, now close the tank. Based on my experience, if the water in the tank is too high, then betta fish can jump out, so closing the tank can make sure that the betta fish cannot jump out. By the way, if the tank size is like this, that is 15 length, 15 wide, 20 high, then this tank has a water capacity of 2.5 liter, and the consequence are at least once every 3 days you have to replace the water. But if your tank size is bigger, you can change water once a week, or you can also install a small filter if you don't want to change water. And now it's time to check the completeness of the limbs. You can check completeness of the limbs of the betta fish, like fins, body, eyes, and etc. Start playing with your bettas. You can see the mentality of betta fish. And mentality test, you can test the courage of betta fish by confronting it with a mirror or with other fish with flower horn fish. If your fish is brave, then he will expand the fins and strength at his opponent. Usually, a good betta fish character will open the gill cover and move calmly. By the way, Betta smaragdina, Betta mahachaensis, and Betta imbellis has something in common, that is both bubble nester. So in the process of hatching eggs, male fish hatch their offspring in bubble nest. Different from some other betta fish such as Betta simplex, and Betta cyanoides. They are moth breeder. Betta male incubates eggs in the moth. And just for information, for betta fish food, I feed it mosquito larva or high protein pellets. And sometimes I give moina. By the way, about price of wild betta, usually around $10 and $20, and some even above that price. And a few tips before we buying Betta Imbellis. We should be able to see the difference between hybrid Betta Imbellis and pure Imbellis. Not all fish that are for sale have pure Imbellis blood. Therefore, we must be careful before buying fish. Especially, we must see the anatomy, form, and color of Betta Imbellis. And if we talk about fighting abilities, unlike modern betta fish like half moon, HMPK, and crown-tail, physically, wild Betta Imbellis has good posture to fight. The small tail, small body, and long body make it easier for Betta Imbellis to fight with other betta fish. And finally, if you have different opinion about wild bettas, or maybe you have a question about wild bettas or everything, you can write in column comment. And finally, thank you so much for watching this video, and see you next time.